ACMi productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMi to learn how you can help. The following program is brought to you by Arlington Community Media, where we tell your story.
This is ACMi News, recognized nationwide as the first place winner of the 2023 Hometown Media Award for News Access.
From McLennan Park to Spy Pond, from Poets Corner to the Mystic River, we have Arlington covered, giving you stories that count from people who care. Reliable, trustworthy, dependable. This is the nationwide award-winning ACMi News.
Arlington's public school system continues to rise in stature within the state and is a key reason why the town continues to attract young families in droves. And now they have another great story to tell. Hello, I'm James Milan and welcome to this edition of ACMi News. Nalu Hogan teaches Mandarin at Ottoson Middle School, and she does it very well. So well, in fact, that she was recently named the Teacher of the Year for 2025 by the Massachusetts Foreign Language Association. When we got wind of this remarkable accomplishment, we headed right over to the Ottoson to find out more.
I was notified that I was selected to be the Massachusetts Teacher of the Year, Foreign Language Teacher of the Year 2025 in September, I would say. Yeah.
And how did that feel?
Just amazing. I couldn't find a better word to describe it. But I also feel like it's a great testimony of my effort and my passion for teaching. So I was really grateful of getting this award, but I wasn't too surprised because I've been teaching language for the past over 10 years now.
This award really is a reflection of who she is as a teacher and the high caliber of teachers that we have here in Arlington that we are so fortunate to have, and our students are so fortunate to be able to be exposed to in 7th and 8th grade.
I think it's just a lot of pre-lesson planning. As long as you design the activities student-centered and you provide clear instruction, you provide them the tools that they need to stay in the target language Mandarin during the activities.
She really is able to teach students how to speak the language and help them to develop some proficiency because of her teaching style, where students are actively using the language every day in class. Her goal is to be having them speaking in the target language for most of the period, and that's how our students really develop their capacity to be able to speak Mandarin. We were really fortunate to have that high level of a teacher and high level of rigor for our students to have that choice to be able to come into a Mandarin class in the middle school ages and have that opportunity.
2 years in a row, Arlington Town has celebrated Lunar New Year, and that has attracted all the residents, I wouldn't say all, but lots of residents who speak Mandarin only in Arlington to attend this event. And when my students were performing in Mandarin, you could see people's eyes just like lit up, and you could see some lonely hearts finally find a home in Arlington, you know? So that sort of communal experience that provided through bridging my students and the local community through language, through Mandarin, through culture, it's really powerful. But I think my teaching philosophy lies in language is the tool to broadcasting culture, and culture is the essence for people to connect.
And connect she does, as you could see in the footage from her classroom. I was a foreign language teacher myself for more than 20 years, and I can tell you that what Na is accomplishing with middle school students is simply stunning. Congratulations, Nalu Hogan. You've certainly earned this award. From a cause for celebration to what we hope to make a cause célèbre here in town. ACMi is used to working behind the scenes to bring local government into people's living rooms through our coverage of the Select Board, the School Committee, and many other boards and committees. But recently, ACMi Executive Director Norm McLeod, Board President John Leone, and Operations Manager Jeff Monroe stepped out from behind the cameras to spotlight a concerning issue. Over its 18-year history, ACMi has been 100% funded by a fee attached to every household's cable television subscription. Over a number of years, people have chosen to drop their cable subscriptions in increasing numbers, leading to a drastic reduction in ACMi's revenues. Making use of charts and graphics, as well as their many years of direct experience, McLeod and Monroe presented the situation first to the school committee and then to the select board, highlighting the many ways in which both town officials and residents have come to rely on ACMi. The ACMi leadership team made it clear that without considerable support from the town, the broad coverage of meetings, sports, concerts, performances, and community events that everyone has come to expect will continue to fall. Officials from both the school committee and the select board voiced broad support for finding a way to help ACMi, and a number of different ideas were presented for how to increase funding for the station. We will continue to monitor this situation going forward, of course. A longtime Arlington official who played a crucial role in successfully guiding Arlington through the COVID crisis has found a new challenge to take on. It's a big job, but then she's used to that. Natasha Waden. That may be a name that you're familiar with, especially if you were here in Arlington through COVID times when she, as the public health director here in Arlington, had a profound influence on our community's health, and all for the better. But 19 years in the health department here in Arlington for Natasha, and she has now made a change in venue and a change in position. So she has taken on a very big job as the director of Arlington's Recreation Department. We want to go inside and talk to Natasha about just what that entails.
A few months ago, Jill Conley, our former recreation director, decided to take another job in the middle of the summer. And as you can imagine, recreation is a very busy time in the summer. And so I was approached by the town manager, asked whether or not I might be interested in serving in an interim position for recreation. And I jumped at the opportunity and said, yes, I would love to. Put me wherever you think that you need me. I never could have imagined that I would love it so much that I wanted to jump ship from public health over to recreation. So here I am, and working in a municipal government setting, I think it's really important to really love the community that you're in. And so I'm not someone who is looking to shop around and find any community to work in. I really just love everything that Arlington is. We've got a lot of capital projects that are happening. We have an after-school program. We have a preschool program. We have Reservoir Beach, obviously. We've got the skating rink. We've got lots of parks and fields that fall under the purview, as well as some of the open spaces and folks that may be looking to hold various events such as 5Ks. So I work in conjunction with the Park and Rec Commission as well to sort of steer some of those policies and procedures and move us forward with our larger plans for rehabbing and renovating parks and playgrounds and fields and whatnot. So it's a really big job, but it's really been amazing, and I'm learning a lot. We just moved into this new building, the Parmenter School here. It's a really great opportunity for us to build upon our programs. We haven't really had a space that's really been the recreation. So having the after-school program as well as the preschool program under one home-based roof is really quite amazing. So I'm excited to see how we move forward and we're able to maybe offer some additional programming that we may not have offered in the past for the community at large.
Natasha says that she is specifically looking to expand recreational programming for more sectors of the population, including working adults and seniors. Indigenous Peoples Day may be a mouthful, but it's a worthy change to our holiday calendar as it switches the focus appropriately from those who arrived to the new world to those whose world it already was. Arlington held its own celebration at Town Hall on October 14th, and happily for us, one of those in attendance thought to share the experience with ACMi News. The centerpiece of the celebration was provided by the Red Hawk Singers and Dancers, a nationally recognized Mashpee Wampanoag performance group. The audience at first watched and listened to the dancers and singer, but ended up by joining in the celebration themselves. We want to thank ACMi member John Harrison for providing the footage from this event, and we hope to be there to do it ourselves in 2025. You probably remember the story of MK, a beloved bald eagle who was also an Arlington resident. The story is a sad and shocking one, as MK died as a result of ingesting toxic rodenticide from its prey. Well, MK may be gone, but is certainly not forgotten, and has in fact returned with a starring role in one of Arlington's latest public art installations, a series of murals that are bringing even more vibrancy to Arlington Center.
The Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture got a grant from the town of Arlington to do a series of murals to increase the vibrancy of Arlington neighborhoods and to support economic recovery amongst our local businesses. In my various community conversations, I've met Laura Kiesel, who is a big activist trying to get rodenticide banned from Arlington. And so Laura wanted to make a memorial to MK, and I thought, then maybe we could combine this with our mural program. And I looked for a host, and American Alarm has been amazing.
MK was a resident that frequented our property quite a few times, and we were devastated when we found out of MK's demise due to rodenticide. So when the opportunity came to put some messaging out there to really help in that campaign, we were very interested to jump on that opportunity.
We're here at this intersection with Franklin Street, coming from East Arlington. This is a major intersection that, flows into Broadway Plaza. And I think that many people recognize this place as being the gateway into Arlington Center. This mural facing East Arlington is just a great location to express something about that.
So this piece in particular is kind of like a transformation portal, inspired a bit by like a fall palette, but also just the idea of metamorphosis, and there's going to be like a chrysalis, which hasn't happened yet, and these kind of like butterflies, and with a substract shape that kind of conveys like a portal, and it has kind of, a sense of like personal transformation, but also for the greater world. I think we're really like hoping for a lot of transformation at the moment.
We're in busy communities, heavily urbanized communities. It's easy to forget of the beauty of the nature that's around us. We really appreciate the opportunity to remind folks of that.
I really appreciate as an artist opportunity for funded public art, and that's being embraced by this community, I think is really, really special.
People in Arlington are very interested in what is going on here and really inspired by what they're seeing. I think they've enjoyed seeing this process. She's also a very friendly and connected and warm person, so she has probably lowered that lift many times a day in order to be able to answer people's questions. And that's been exciting for us too, is to have people step outside on the street, connect with public art, and then this will be something that will be on the building for years to come.
The mural going up at Helena's is not yet done, but will be soon. If you find yourself in the area, check it out. And maybe Lena, the artist, will come down off her lift to answer your questions. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for us this week. Do you want to see how we put the newscast together? Stop by and pay us a visit at 85 Park Ave on Thursday afternoons between 3 and 5. And if you have any news tips for us, stay tuned. In just a few seconds, you'll see how to contact us. Meantime, we will see you back here next week. And we'll leave you with images from the northern lights that passed all too quickly over town last week. Enjoy.
You can always check out our latest segments and newscasts on the web at acmi.tv/news. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ACMi News. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You'll find us at youtube.com/ACMi News. If you have any news tips for us or wish to become a citizen journalist, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at news@acmi.tv or stop by ACMI Studio A at 85 Park Avenue.
ACMI productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMI to learn how you can help.